Do you have a talisman or a protective charm or figure of some kind and don't know how to properly place it at your workplace? No worries, in this episode I will describe how to place your protective items at your workplace to maximize their potential. Personally, I make figures, like this one, and place them at my workplace to gain the proper shielding from harmful mechanisms at work. But first, you will need an object of some kind. A charm, a talisman, an amulet, or some other kind of object that you'd like to use. If you want to know how to make a protective figure, like mine, you can see one of my previous tutorials. So let's get started. For the proper placement of talismans, we will work with 3 different parameters: proximity, visibility, and closeness to information sources. The first parameter, it's proximity. You want the talisman to be placed close to yourself. And if you have a standard desk space, you ideally place it on the desk within your reach, so you can pick it up, you can hold it close if you need to. And if you have multiple different seating options at your work, please place it in between these places, but still within your own personal sphere. If you have a regular office chair with wheels, this is increasing your reach, so that you can reach it on a shelf or a cupboard without getting up on your feet. The second parameter, it's visibility. You want to place the talisman within plain sight, so that you're always reminded of the bond and the promise that it represents. Preferably, it's placed within your own visual field. But it can also be placed in relation to certain movement patterns, for example, so that they see it when you enter a room or when you exit a room. Or maybe you place it near a phone so that you see it every time you reach for your phone. The third parameter, it can be a bit more tricky. It's closeness to information sources. The talismans that protect you from different kinds of harmful influences. In this particular case, it's from obsessive planning and the urge to create overly detailed and overworked structures. So it is best placed near the sources that comes with these kind of influences. The largest source is of course yourself, but I think we covered this with proximity and visibility. Another main source is perhaps your computer or your phone, but also binders with templates or guidelines. It can also be, for example, old-time calculators or physical calendars that can constitute these kind of sources. And also other persons, such as a coworker or your boss, can be information sources. And with all of this in mind, try to find the most influential source and place the figure close to that. If you have an activity-based workplace with no fixed offices or desks, there will be a bit more of a problem to find the right placement, as activity-based working environments are aiming towards being more neutral and impersonal. The whole task of shielding yourself from harmful influences become a bit more complicated. And maybe this is also one of the ideas behind these layouts, that it's harder to hide and go undetected. In these cases, you have to work with mobile placements, either by bringing the figure along or by repositioning it several times a day, which might become a bit tedious and you might forget. Another possibility is to attach it to your equipment or your clothing in some way, maybe in a piece of string, for example. But maybe the best way is to work with quantity, that you place several figures around in the office landscape. And preferably it will be on places where they can be secure for a while. Maybe beside a lamp, next to the copier, or next to the coat hanger, for example. I will end by showing you some real-life examples from my last workplace at the municipality of Gothenburg. For over a year, I brought new figures to work, and I found the ideal placement for them. On the cupboard next to my desk, From here, they were both close to me, they were close to my computer, but also to my folders and binders. And they were also seen every time I entered the room. And with a small twist on my neck, it was very easy to see them from where I was sitting by my computer. And from this position, they helped me to absorb some of the dangers I faced during a workday. So, hope this video has been helpful in guiding you towards better placements of your protective talismans.